Good morning. Whoa, look at that. We're into the middle of April, and there's not a lot of contracts going on right now. I can show you what we got. Nothing. See? Nothing in the contracts, but that doesn't mean that there's no work. In fact, if you look at our honey here, you will see that we've got plenty of skids of honey that we need to ship away. Very nice. And there's a bit of eggs that we could go to, ship them away as well. And we have just the trailer for it, don't we? I'm sure you guys will remember in our last episode we went and got this flat deck trailer. Really nice. Bit of a more modern trailer, but we will be able to use this to haul away all those skids. The nice thing is that this trailer is in auto load, so it should be able to put everything on there by itself. What we'll do, we'll grab the 560 and we'll hook up to it, and let's start our morning off by hauling away some skids. Now, I'm not entirely sure where the trigger point is on this trailer for auto loading, so I'm just going to turn on the auto load, and as I move about, I want to see if skids are going to move at all. There you go. Seems like that triggered something. And you notice that it'll automatically put them nicely in boxes, which is kind of fascinating. Did that almost do something? So hard to tell where the trigger point really is. I can't really tell. But I guess we'll kind of wiggle back and forth until we have all of these loaded up. Eventually, they'll all get loaded. Have to, some way or another. And then we'll do the eggs as well. We'll grab those, get them all picked up, put them into a crate, much like the honey is, and ship everything away. Okay, yeah, I guess it's kind of the corner, it looks like. Is that what's triggering it? Kind of hard to tell. Either way, we'll get these loaded up. There, see? 2 crates full of honey. That's about 4,500 liters. I did speak with my sales rep while I was out, and he did say there was a new planter that they had gotten in, and he said it would probably suit my tractor, and so I was kind of curious to see it at the dealership. He said he'd have one in stock there for me, and let me show you what it looks like. So obviously we have this old green 2-row right over here. Good for 2 whole meters. And this one is a 4-row, but it's good for 2.5 meters. But it plants more rows per meter, so you get a little more crop out of every meter, right? And so I was thinking, you know what, that's not a bad price for it, 10,000. And I can get more rows out of it. That might actually be really handy. And the fact that it's an international harvester, you know, that just kind of tickles me a little bit. So I don't know, you guys think I should buy it? I think it's pretty nice. Requires 75 horse. We're currently at 68. I'm pretty sure my tractor could pull it. Should we do it? Should we buy it? I think so, right? Yeah, let's buy it. Let's do it. Oh, there we go. We're just coming up on the store right now. And so, we can undo the belts, and we'll deliver the honey. There we go. 8,000. So we got pretty good money out of that. That was just over $1 a liter. Very nice. Now, there was more than one reason why I was going to bring the old flat deck out here. And it was not just to haul honey and eggs. Obviously the planter was another big one, but let me show you what else we have going on here. Today's episode was going to feature very heavily making actual bales, because you know that is something that I do want to get into, and because of that I found this baler here, which was really nice. 50 horsepower. We could do it easily with both the M and with the 560. But the problem with this one And you're going to find this hard to believe, but that hitch at the bottom does nothing. There's no hole. So I can't hook up a wagon behind it. Super disappointing. But then I found out you can get a modded one. This one here, even though it doesn't show it, actually does operate. That tongue in the back does work, that hitch. So that made me really excited. And I figured, you know what? We gotta get a baler like that, come on. We gotta make some little square bales. How not? And now with the design here, it's just, you know, if you want to have Heston or Massey or whatever, not a big deal. Warning sign, you know, you want the triangle, obviously you want the triangle. Numbering, if you have multiple balers, you can add that number on the twine box. We don't need any, we're just going to have one. And you got the quarter turn chute, which is this one here. Basically what it does, when the bale comes out, it turns a quarter and then drops on the ground. Or you can have standard chute, which is just like a little slide. And I'm not, you know, not aiming to get the quarter turn or anything, so this is going to be good enough. And of course, if you get yourself a new baler, you obviously have to get a new bale wagon. Now we have this round bale wagon. Wow, I can't even speak. Which is good. We'll be using it for round bales sometime in the future, no doubt. But we long tried to work with this one, and we never got it going. And that is because it was the wrong size of bales that we were working with. So this one picks up 80 to 160. And if you look at this baler, so the modded one does 120. So 80 to 160, well, the 120 should work. This is hypothetical, of course. And we will try that. Auto loading, no straps, yes please. Old logo, yes. Head rack or head rack, which is the board in the back, yes. Warning equipment, obviously we want warning equipment, and I want, you know, as old as possible. So when it comes to the design color, not ash, not hemlock, not oak, not poplar, I want weathered. It's got to look old, otherwise it doesn't look right. And hopefully the wagon frame in itself is going to look a little dingy and a little bit too. So that's another thing to purchase. There we are. Alright. And just for proof of concept, I have hooked up the planter to the baler. So you can see that the baler does indeed hook up to anything you really want it to. So we're just going to take a moment to strap everything down. There we are, just so we don't lose anything. And we'll fold up that ramp. Hopefully it doesn't hit my... There you go. Perfect. So I'm going to take this tractor home. The M can obviously go home by itself. We'll just hire someone to take this tractor on home. The baler and planter all made it home alright. We're going to have to go find us a tractor to pull those things off. Let's see what we got on the yard. I think the M is still kind of cruising, right? Yeah, it's about halfway here. Shouldn't take too much longer. Grab the old Super H, see what happens. I think we can probably use that one. See if it can pull it off the trailer. It is a mighty heavy load for the Super H, but I think it's possible. I don't think it's too terrible. I might be preemptive and actually unhook the tractor just so that that trailer sits a little taller. There you go. That makes the ramp a little less of a bump, more of an actual ramp. Alright, let's bring that puppy on back here. There we go, we got the whole shebang now. Oh, that was easier than I thought. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, drop off the planter first. We'll grab that baler. We'll bring it over here where I have more of the hay tools. Maybe we'll tuck it in the corner right beside the mower there. That'll probably do just nicely. I'm just taking a look at these, and I do see we can open covers, which is really nice. Looks like there'd be fertilizer in one and seeds in the other. That's cool. We have our ridge markers, obviously. Change our product. Oh, even canola. Interesting. And yeah, lower, turn on. You can see a little wheel is spinning. Turn off. Lift. That's kind of cool. Alright, let's open it up and let's see if we can fill this up with seed. Should be able to do that. Be back on over to this skid over here. Yeah, it looks like it's filling up. There we go. Should be able to get one more. One more. Which one will it be? Just like that. Yeah, so we're going to need to put fertilizer in here yet too. That is pretty apparent. That's what that center box is for. But man, what a cool planter. I kind of like it. I know it would look a lot more appropriate with the Farmall 560 given the colors and all that. But yeah, just a cool planter. And it says 2.5 meters, but I gotta put this up next to the green one. I need to be able to see the difference here, because I have a hard time believing that it's only 2.5 meters. I want to back this thing up and just take a look at what it actually looks like. Like, to me, it looks like we're 4 meters. But hey, what do I know? I do have to say we have quite the selection of wagons already. Gravity wagon, a box wagon, a round bale wagon, and now a square bale wagon. So that's interesting. It's a lot of wagons already. I'm sure we'll be upgrading some of these grain wagons here in the future, but for now, these will do just nicely. Getting on with today's business though. It's time to take that disc spine and go mow some grass. We got a ton of grass to mow. We got to turn this into hay somehow. So we'll be busy. We shall be terribly busy. That's alright. That's what we like. We like to stay busy. I am going to have to get a tedder as well, because this I want to turn into bales. I don't want to make grass bales. I want to actually make hay bales. So we are going to just commence things immediately by hiring a worker, and we'll watch him put off to work. There you go. That speed is going to pick up in just a sec. There, see? Beautiful. We'll let them go to work while we go off and do a few other things. For those of you wondering what a tedder is basically, wow, this is a folded up one, kind of hard to tell. But you look at the bottom, you see that? See, it's got like almost like fingers, little white spring fingers that spin in circles. Okay, so what that does, it takes the grass and kind of flings them about everywhere, and it helps to even out the pile, so it's not just, you know, one swath. It spreads them out evenly, gives them a chance to dry, and that's kind of what we're looking for. Now, obviously, I could go with the world's tiniest tedder. I think it's this one right here, which is good for 2.7 meters, but I think we all know that we've kind of outgrown this one. It's, you know, I think we can definitely do better than this already. So we're looking for something with good spread, like a nice width, but within our horsepower range. And yeah, so there's the 30 horsepower with a 4x4 spread. We've got a 40 horse with 8.7 spread. This one's out of our ballpark. So far 8.7. And we got this one, 60 horse with 8.9. I think that's our clear winner right there. 60 horsepower, 8.9. It is kind of the wrong color. You know, we'd like to see red. Maybe this is the one to go for, just because it's red. You know, a guy likes when things are kind of matched by the theme. 16,000 versus 16,500. Yeah, so hard to say which one would be right, but this is very little smaller, but we can run 2 different tractors on it. So I'm guessing this is going to be the one we will get. And this thing looks like an absolute spider. It gets folded twice. But I think we gotta take it. Yeah, we'll grab it. Alright. So we'll send a tractor out to go fetch it. One of these guys will do it, no doubt. And then we'll bring that thing back and see how our mower's doing. I'm sure you guys are itching to see how this thing works. So let me show you. We'll hit unfold first. You see the main wings come down, and then they got a secondary wing. Those gotta come down. There you go. Nice and wide, right? And then we lower this entire thing down. And so when we pull up to the grass, and here, we'll turn on these spreaders. You see all of these little fingers are spinning in circles. And now watch what happens to that grass. Right now it's kind of in rows, but when I drive through it, you see how I'm just kind of fluffing everything up, eh? Yeah, so that's basically what we're doing here, just fluffing up all the grass. So we'll leave someone else to it, let them do their thing. And you can see that the piles are very, very different. They're lighter, but also they're a lot more evenly distributed. And I'm probably just going to do one row of tedding here first, because that mower is not going to be able to keep up with the tedder. I very much doubt it, because that's quite the width. And the M is pulling that tedder beautifully, and no concerns there. Pretty sure we could even get one of the smaller tractors to pull this tedder, and it would do just fine. I have no doubt in my mind. But yeah, that's pretty much what a tedder does and what it looks like. It's kind of cool. It looks like water pouring out of the back or something. In the meantime, while we're busy doing all of that good stuff, doing our tedding and mowing out back behind the barn here, or behind the shed, we could be doing a few other things. And namely, one of them is actually getting me a house so that I don't have to live in a trailer. That has to happen before the start of winter. I do need to have a house. That trailer is not situated for snow and all the cold that comes with it. But also, I just got to show you guys. Let's go to that map. So this is kind of my main yard right now, right? It's got my animals, got my tractors and all that, but this is actually my main yard. And I showed you guys in one episode how the old homestead is kind of right here. You can kind of see a shadow of it there. And there's a bit of a hole there. So I was thinking of putting a house up somewhere, you know, kind of in the vicinity here by the tree. And I was going to put up some bins where you see these 3 here. That's where the homestead used to have bins. And I'm thinking about putting some more up. So that's kind of what I wanted to take a look at today, just to see what the pricing was on those. And we'll see, maybe we can afford to put one in. I'm not sure, but I do want to look, because we will be getting into more, you know, silos and stuff like that. So it pays, you know, as we grow the farm, we'll have more grain, we'll have more different things. And we need to have the bin space. Obviously something like this is 97,000 liters. That is huge in our world. But these are some of the smallest bins we have. I wish I knew where I was going. It looks like I'm going to the bottom of the map. Come on, what am I looking at? I need to know what I'm looking at. Oh, I see where we're at. Yeah. Sometimes I get a little confused myself. Yep, makes sense. I know where we're at now. I just want to see if I can take a look and see what this would look like. Yeah, so there you can see the old homestead. You see the old hole in the ground and the shrubs and whatnot around it. You can still see where the old sheds were parked, and there were bins up against this edge here with the driveway going onto the field right there. This field has since been bought from or by someone else, and one day I hope to buy it back. I don't know if it'll be this day, but look at that. Isn't that kind of nice? Oh, wouldn't that be nice to have a couple of bins like just parked right up like this? Just for the start. I might go for some of these smallest ones we got here, wherever they are. Come on, come back here. Yeah, like let's say one of these. Like, I don't need huge bins. All I need is just a small bin, and to have, to have the spouts all kind of face the same way. So let me just zoom this up, and it's very hard to rotate these because they just want to do jumpy. If I do toggle snapping, yeah, that's going to make all of them the same way. So what if, hypothetically, we put 3 bins down here? Yeah, let's put 3 down. Boom. Where's my grid snapping? Maybe like that? Oh, that's too far. You can see how tricky this can be, because I want them kind of in line. I don't like if they're all over the place, and right now it kind of looks all over the place. Now it's got to come a little closer. Oh, that's just right there. Oh, that one looks like it's a little too far back. It is what it is. It is what it is. Anyway, seeing as we're done that, we're just going to take us a little gander at some of these cheaper farmhouses. Now, you can see there's a bunch of things we could do, right? You know, you got your mobile home. Obviously the big house. We got a nice little cabin, but it's part of the Platinum expansion pack. I don't really want to deal with those. I got this little wood house here, and that, for as cheap as it is, I think this is kind of going to be the right one for us. Let's see. It's kind of got that pioneer look to it. Bit of an old roof on it. Question is, can I go inside and sleep, or is it not going to allow me to sleep? That is going to be the big one. If I can't sleep there, then there's no point in it, is there? Let's have a look. Does this have a sleep function? There we are. I think we need to go look at it. Although the problem right now is that I need a vehicle to get there. I don't have anything to get there. I have the solution. We're gonna go bring our auger over there, aren't we? We'll pick up the auger, we'll haul it out to that yard, see if it fits the bins. That's the perfect excuse. That's just what we're looking for. Okay, just having a look here at the house itself. It is very pioneerish. It's got old logs, looks like square hewn logs. Low windows. Yeah, that's about what I expected. We got some 4x4 for rafters. Yep, that is pretty much what I expected out of this. And while you can't go inside the house, you do have the sleep function here, which is fantastic. Which means I should be able to fast forward time a little bit quicker. Perfect. You know what? That's what we need. That's exactly what we need. Anyway, auger is here, so we got to go check out the bins over there. See how we fared with those. One thing seems very fair to say. My auger is definitely tall enough. Oh my goodness. I want to see if there's a switch somewhere here. What? Thought I saw something switch. Oh, there we go. Open gate. Okay, okay. Must be right here. I'm guessing that's where the cable catch would normally be. So then, let's see where this one's cable catch is. Oh, there it is. Yep, that makes sense. You guys can see it right there. Where my circle is, that's the cable catch for lifting the lids open. Yeah, there you go. You can see that works well. Later we'll put this little hopper, we'll put it underneath here. And then that's how we'll empty them out. These bins are ready to go. I'm going to quickly close these all, just for now. So no rain gets in there. And then come harvest season, hopefully we can put in a little something. There you have it. Very nice. Just love to see that. With the new place being bought, that does unfortunately mean that this little camper trailer's got to go. So one last time we'll fold this all up. I believe we can close all the covers. Takes the stairs away and everything else. Everything is closed off. Perfect. Now I'll get back here. So yeah, this trailer served me well in the hard times that we had getting started. But seeing as we've been doing a lot better for ourselves, it's time to sell. And I think that it's fitting. Newer, bigger tractors means we get a bigger house. It's not going to give me a lot of money back, but I will take it. There you go. That is it for that one. Well, maybe next time we'll have something else. Anyway, we should probably go check and see how our mower's doing. Oh my, yeah, the mower's going, clipping right along. I don't think it's quite halfway done. No, it's definitely not halfway done. It's probably a third of the way, or almost a third. But it's clipping along. That's not bad. As I was just kind of watching my machinery working there, I just thought about it. I should take a look and see if there's anything in this grassy area that I got next to my field. Because this is technically my land here. And wouldn't you know it, there's a little toy. So yeah, watch your ears, it's gonna make a loud noise now. It's an extra 2,500 bucks that I can gladly use. So I figured there'd be something like that around here. There's always some random toys missing. They're collectibles, and I can, you know, you sell them at a trade show, and people are really excited to buy these collectibles up, and so that's why you get 2,500 bucks for them. But anyway, I want to see how this mower is doing. Look at the grass. Look how tall that grass is. It's almost as tall as that tractor's rear tires. That is unbelievable. And the fact that it can go as fast as it does, that is very amusing. I just got to thinking right about now that, you know, instead of having the Super M do all the tedding, it could be doing some of the heavier work. Being, you know, like baling. And we got the Super H here. I have a feeling that the Super H can do just as good of a job tedding, whereas it probably can't do a lot of baling. So we're going to give this a shot. There we go. Let's see if it can't do some tedding. Okay. Yeah. See, it's not bad. It's doing about 11. The M was doing about 15, but it's okay to be a little bit slower. That way it doesn't catch up with the mower quite as easily. That's a problem, though. What is the meaning of that? Just straight into the fence line. Oh, oh, I see. It's because the tether is actually a wee bit heavy. It's pretty incredible having all 4 tractors working at once. We've got the 560 mowing. We've got the H doing the raking. And we got the Super H doing the tedding. Everyone's busy. Everyone's got something going on. That's just awesome. Love to see that. Looks like I missed a little bit there. That's alright. We'll pick it up next time around. Things are rolling along decently smooth here. I've getting the wagon fuller. It's not quite full yet, but we're getting there. There's a lot of room for bales on this wagon, I gotta say. It has quite the capacity. But we're almost done with the tedded ones, and I think after that I'll get the rake to just go over the mowed grass, and I'll probably end up just scooping that up and bringing those over to the drying silos as is. I'm pretty sure that can just be brought to the silos, seeing as I kind of only wanted 1 wagon of hay bales here for now. That was the aim all along. So whenever this wagon gets loaded up, then that's going to be as far as I'm going to go with the baling anyway. So that's at least the plan right now. I just need 1 wagon worth of bales so that when I finally do get sheep or cattle, that I'll have some food immediately. Like that's kind of my big concern, right? And it looks like I am just full right now. Uh-oh. And as you can see, we are starting to yeah, let's turn that off and lift up the... We're gonna have to fold that. Oh yeah. Alright, I'm gonna have to make a turn here just to steer the chute away. There we go. And we can unload the baler right there. That's it. That's all we're going to haul. Yep. So it'll be three bales that'll be staying on the field for whatever reason. I'll probably end up scooping them somehow, and we'll bring them back to the yard and put them into our silo. Oh, there you go. That's oops. Let's put that back in transporting. That wagon load is going straight back to the yard. And as you can see, with the rest of this hay, I'm just collecting it with the forage wagon. And I'll go bring it into the silos as I stated a little earlier. One of those blue silos will take it. And we will probably end up turning it into TMR. Seeing as we will need TMR in the future for our dairy. And that would be a really good thing to have prepared for when that day comes. And would you look at that, we're all full. Wow, that did not take long. We may have to invest in getting a bigger forage wagon at some point. Goodness. I'm just curious if this guy is going to be raking. Oh, no, I don't like that at all. Let's fire that guy real quick. That was awful. You guys see what he did? He mixed some of the grass with some of the hay there, and that was not good. That is not great at all. Oh, that is a disaster. Okay, well, that's happened, but we're going to make sure that doesn't happen now. Let's just do a little test here. See how close we can get without scooping some of that hay. Right there. That's it. Perfect. Now he could just mind his business and go about doing things the right way. That'd be perfect. It is my understanding that this shorter silo is the one for the TMR, so that's why we're dumping it here. But I am just a little concerned for that rake. I want to make sure that that rake is going to go in the right direction going forward here. So pardon me while I just take a peek at this worker's performance here. I need to make sure that they'll do the right thing. Please turn the right way. Yeah, make your wide turn. Very good. Yes, they are indeed going the right way. And this feller, I don't know what his plan was backing along the field. That is not at all what we had planned. So we're going to swing him back to the end of the field. He's just about done. He's got one strip left. This has been a really, really good field. The tall grass has definitely been huge. Figuratively and literally. But there we go. Get back to mow and finish that row. And I gotta get back to my yeah, there we go, it's all empty. I gotta get back to collecting hay here. Making sure we get our bunker full. I am going to just take a peek, make sure it actually went into the TMR. Let's have us a look. So right now, yes, it shows TMR. We can activate it, and it's got hay in there, 8,500. I have an inclination to back this wagon on into said feed bunker, I want to say, shed, whatever you want to call it. And I know I'm going to fail miserably at it, but that's what I'm going to do. But in the meantime, I'm not going to put you guys through watching me suffer while I try to back this stupid wagon in. Because this is going to take a long time, as you can tell. Instead of doing that, I'm just going to tell you guys, this is the end of the episode, so you guys can feel free to click off now. And by the way, I still don't get ad revenue, so who cares if you guys skip ads? Until you actively see me promoting and hear my voice promoting these ads, I wouldn't worry about skipping them. YouTube doesn't pay me. I'm not promoting YouTube. That's how I see it. But enough of that gentle banter, shall we say. I wish you guys all a really great week. Hopefully you guys had a great Easter and great Ramadan for those of you celebrating that. And by the time this video is published, it'll probably be New Year for the Sikh community, if I am not mistaken. So yeah, happy holidays, whatever they might have been. I do hope you guys did have an enjoyable time and continue to have an enjoyable time. Anyway, that is it for me. I hope you guys are well. Hopefully you guys will join me next week. And till then, take care of yourselves and we'll see you next time.